Have you ever paused to consider the conversations you have with yourself? How often do we underestimate the power of self-talk and its impact on our lives? Today, we delve into the fascinating world of self-talk, the silent dialogue that shapes our reality. Picture the mind as a bustling city with thoughts as the citizens. They come and go, some stay for a while, others leave as soon as they arrive. In this city, self-talk is the mayor. It calls the shots, it sets the mood, and it creates the atmosphere. We are constantly talking to ourselves, and these conversations form the backbone of our self-perception and worldview. Self-talk is like our internal radio, always playing in the background. It's the voice that says, "I can do this," or "I'm not good enough." It's the cheerleader or the critic, the optimist or the pessimist. It's the voice that shapes our beliefs, our decisions, and ultimately our actions. The power of self-talk lies in its subtlety. It's so ingrained in us that we often don't realize we're doing it. But make no mistake, it's always on, always influencing. It's like the music in a movie. You may not always notice it, but it sets the tone of the scene. So, what happens when self-talk goes rogue? When it's more of a critic than a cheerleader? That's when we find ourselves entangled in a web of negative thoughts, doubts, and fears. It's when we start to believe we're not good enough, not smart enough, not capable enough. And that, dear listeners, is when self-talk becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But here's the good news. Just as we can fall into the trap of negative self-talk, we can also climb out of it. We can turn the tables and use self-talk as a powerful tool for personal growth. We can train our internal radio to play uplifting and empowering tunes. We can choose to focus on the gaps between our thoughts, those precious moments of silence where we can rest in peace while being alive. In essence, managing self-talk is about managing overthinking. It's about catching ourselves when we spiral into negativity and gently steering our thoughts towards positivity. It's about being kind to ourselves, about replacing "I can't" with "I can," and "I won't" with "I will." To summarize, self-talk plays a pivotal role in our lives. It shapes our perception of ourselves and the world around us. It can be our worst enemy or our best friend, depending on how we choose to engage with it. The importance of managing self-talk cannot be overstated. It's the key to a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life. Remember, in the city of the mind, you are the mayor. Your self-talk is your manifesto. Make it count. Be the author of your story, the composer of your internal symphony. And most importantly, don't forget to take a moment to enjoy the silence between the notes, because in those gaps, you'll find peace, tranquility, and the true essence of being alive.